In the heart of Akoko, a village surrounded by dense forests and flowing rivers, lived a man named Oba. Oba was the kind of man everyone admired, handsome, tall, and full of charm. His words were sweet like honey, and wherever he went, laughter and attention followed. Oba's presence was so magnetic that women often found themselves drawn to him, while men envied his confidence and charisma. But Oba was not just charming, he was a master manipulator. He made promises of love and commitment to many women in the village, whispering sweet nothing into their ears, making them believe they were the only ones who held his hands. For a time, no one suspected his deceit. Oba was careful to never let his secret slip. To each woman, he painted a different picture of their future together. A house by the river, children running in the field, and a life of happiness. As time passed, however, strange things began to happen. One by one, women in the village became pregnant, and each claimed that Oba was the father of their child. At first, the village brushed it off as coincidence, but soon the truth became undeniable. Oba had fathered many children, and women he had deceived were left with nothing but broken promises and swelling bellies. The village was thrown into chaos. The elders, the custodians of tradition, were furious. Akoko was a place of order where family and respect for customs came first. To have so many women pregnant without marriage was a great dishonor, not just to the women, but to the entire village. They summoned Oba to stand before them. Oba, however, was unbothered. Even as the elders scolded him, he stood tall and confident, denying any responsibility. "I owe no one anything," he said, with a smug smile. "The women came to me willingly, and I promised them nothing." His arrogance enraged the council, but without concrete evidence of his promises, they could not punish him. The women, on the other hand, bore the brunt of the blame. In a society where women were often held to a high standard of purity and virtue, the pregnant woman became the subject of gossip and ridicule. Everywhere they went, they had whispers. Some said they had brought shame upon their families, while others accused them of being foolish for falling for Oba's lies. Yet deep down, the women knew they were not the ones to blame. Among them was Ifelayo, a strong-willed and intelligent woman who had loved Oba more deeply than the others. She had believed his every word, even envisioning a future where they would live as husband and wife. But when she confronted him about his betrayal, he laughed in her face and dismissed her pain. That moment ignited a fire within Ifelayo, a determination to not let Oba walk away without facing consequences. Ifelayo began gathering the women who had fallen for Oba's lies together. They formed a bond, a sisterhood, and shared pain and betrayal. As they shared their stories, they realized that Oba's charm had been more than just natural charisma. It seems as though he has cast a spell over them, clouding their judgment and blinding them to the truth. One evening, Ifelayo suggested something bold. We should seek justice, not just from the village, but from the spirits. In Oko Akoko, the belief in ancestral and foreign spirits was strong. The people knew that the spirits governed the land, the rivers, and the skies, and that they could be called upon in times of great need. The women agreed, and they sought out a woman named Abeni, the village oldest and most knowledgeable spiritual healer. Abeni had lived through many seasons and was said to be in touch with the spirits in ways no one else could understand. When the women explained the situation, Abeni nodded slowly, as if she already knew what needed to be done. There is a spirit in the forest, Abeni said, her voice soft but full of power. It is an old spirit, forgotten by many, but it has always watched over this land. It sees the injustice that happen, and it will act, but only if you are ready to make a sacrifice. The women were willing to do anything to stop Oba and reclaim their dignity. Under the cover of night, they followed Abeni deep into the forest, where the air was thick with the scent of ancient twigs, and the ground pulsed with unseen energy. In the heart of the forest, they performed a ritual, calling upon the spirits to take action. Days after the ritual, strange things began to happen to Oba. The once confident and charming man started to lose his grip on reality. His charm faded, and the women who had once fallen for his lies now saw him for who he truly was, a selfish, manipulative man. Oba tried to regain his influence, but it was as if the entire village had turned against him. His former lovers were no longer under his spell, and the men of the village no longer saw him as a leader. The truth came to light when a village elder uncovered something even darker about Oba's past. Years ago, Oba had made a secret pact with the powerful forest spirits in exchange for his charm and influence over women. He had promised the spirits a portion of the village's sacred land, but Oba had failed to keep his end of the deal, and now the spirits was demanding payments. The village gathered once again, this time not just to confront Oba, but to hear the truth about his pact with the spirits. When the elders revealed the details, the villagers were horrified. Oba had not only betrayed the women, but he had also put the entire village at risk by angering the spirits. In the end, Oba was forced to confess his wrongdoing before the entire village. The council banished him from Oko Akoko, stripping him of all his privileges. He left in disgrace, wandering the forest, never to return. As for the women, their unity and strength restored their place in the village. Led by Ifelayo, they were no longer seen as victims, but as powerful figures who were taking control of their destinies. The village elders too learned an important lesson. Love is not about control or power, but about respect, honesty, and equality. The story of Oba became a cautionary tale for the future generations, a reminder that no matter how charming or powerful a person may seem, the spirit of the land always seek balance and justice. Thank you so much for watching this amazing tale. Please like and subscribe to this channel, as it means so much to us and it helps us grow. We love you and see you in our next amazing African tales. Thank you and Bye.